Today we will take you along our 8-hour cruise stop in St. Lucia. We climbed up the Gros Piton, got a taste of the local cuisine and enjoyed some beautiful views of the island. So let's go back to where our journey started, which is St. Lucia's cruise port. St. Lucia is an Eastern Caribbean island nation and is home to volcanic beaches, reef diving sites, beautiful luxury resorts, and plenty of colorful fishing villages. The island is famous for its majestic volcanic pitons, which are also a World Heritage Site. Hence, it is no wonder that St. Lucia is a famous stop for cruise ships, and this is what brought us to this beautiful island. The cruise line we traveled with offered a variety of different excursions, and because we like active vacations, we decided to book a hiking excursion. We usually like booking excursions with the cruise line directly, since it's well organized and they bring you back to the ship on time. So we started our journey at the cruise port in St. Lucia, where we got picked up by our driver. The Pitons are located over 30 miles south of the cruise port in Castries, so we had a long drive ahead of us. We spent over 1.5 hours in the minivan before we got to the trailhead. While driving down south, we got to see plenty colorful villages, the St. Lucian rainforest, and we even got to meet a snake along the way. St. Lucia is home to different kinds of snakes, including the rarest snake in the world, the Cuisine snake. Luckily, we did not encounter another snake after that one. Once we arrived at the trailhead, our tour guides picked us up at the car. We were accompanied by 2 guides for a group of 9 people, which was great as this gave us the chance to ask plenty of questions along the hike. We had to walk through a village to get to the reception, where we signed a waiver and were able to rent hiking sticks. In case you forgot to bring water or would like to bring an extra drink on the hike, you also get the option to buy that at the village. We then started the hike. We had a hike of 2 hours in front of us, climbing up the 798-meter high Gros Piton. At first, the trail was moderate. It was narrow but mostly flat until we reached another little village. From there, the trail got more challenging. It got rocky and pretty steep, and it actually stayed the same all the way up to the top. Since the steepness level stays the same throughout the hike, it requires good condition and an overall good fitness level. After about 30 minutes, we reached the first lookout point. After taking some pictures and drinking some water, we continued the hike. We reached the second lookout point that offered beautiful views of the Petit Piton after about 30 minutes from the first stop. This stop was our favorite, as we were able to take some incredible pictures of the other Piton. Here are a few important tips for the hike. First, hike early in the morning. St. Lucia can get very hot during the day, so you want to use the morning hours for the hike. We ourselves started the hike at 9 a.m. Second, bring enough water. You will sweat a lot as you're climbing up a very steep path, and also because of the high humidity and hot climate. Third, bring hiking shoes. We both wish we had our hiking shoes for better support of the ankles. As the path was very uneven and mostly consisted of rocks, hiking shoes are the best option. Fourth, bring an extra set of clothes. If the rain doesn't get you wet, your sweat will, so it's good to be able to change into some dry clothes afterwards. Fifth, bring some snacks. You will definitely need some energy after climbing up for 2 hours, so bringing a banana or cereal bar can be a game changer. After about 1.5 hours, it started to rain, which made the hike a lot more challenging as the rocks got very slippery. The rain definitely slowed us down, but after a total of a little more than 2 hours, we made it to the top of the mountain. Unfortunately, we were not able to enjoy the spectacular views you normally get. Due to the rain, it was all cloudy, but we were still proud that we made it and can now say that we climbed the Gros Piton. We had a stop of about 15 minutes at the top, so we used that to eat some snacks before heading back down. There's also a little house where they normally sell fruits. Unfortunately, they were closed the day we were there.
Are you ready for the ride down? Are you ready for the ride down?
The hike down the mountain was a challenge due to the extremely slippery rocks. Especially on the way down, a hiking stick can be very useful. After about 2 hours, we reached the trailhead, and we're very proud that we made it. Our driver picked us up again and drove us to another picture stop. We loved that stop and being able to take a picture with the Gros Piton that we just climbed in the background. We got back in the car and then drove to a nearby village where we picked up some typical St. Lucian food. St. Lucia is known for its seafood, with its national dish being green figs and saltfish. Other popular dishes are bouillon, cow-heel soup, curried meats, grilled fish, lobster, and more. We then headed back to the cruise port to get back on the boat in time. After 8 hours on the island, we made it back to the cruise port and can now say that we hiked up St. Lucia's World Heritage Site. The excursion was a lot of fun, and we definitely recommend it for all people who like active vacations and adventures. If you would like to learn more about other cruise stops in the Caribbean, click on the playlist linked in the video. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.